Well, thanks to iOS 27, it's making it easier to replace your bulky physical wallet because the Apple Wallet app, as you're going to go ahead and see, is jam-packed with a lot of powerful tools that makes the transition from ditching the physical wallet and just relying on your iPhone more convenient than ever before. And so in this video, I'm going to go ahead and share with you some cool features that's available on the Apple Wallet, which are some of them are also coming soon if you're not on the developer beta or public beta. But some cool things you need to know about the Apple Wallet app to make your life so much easier. And of course, I'll be sure to include timestamps that all the subjects we'll be covering in today's video in the description down below for your pleasure. So with that said, let's go ahead and go over these amazing tools. And the first one I like so much is the ability to pay with Apple Pay when it comes to making online transactions. So you can simply just hit continue with Apple Pay, and then this lovely animation will pop up, giving you more information about like the credit card benefits, shipping, the date, email, and then all your other contact information down here, including the breakdown of your taxes, which is quite nice. But the cool thing about this is, thanks to iOS 27, you can select between other cards without having to slide your cards like this. You can just select the little gray right here, and it will give you a quick breakdown of all your other credit cards you have. Additionally, if you have a credit card that supports the pay later functionality, you'll see a breakdown right here. You can also set it up with third-party apps. And if you use rewards, American Express is one of the cards that you can actually apply some of your rewards credits onto the purchase, bringing down the cost. So if you have a credit card that supports rewards like that, you could totally select it from here as well. And right now it's only available on American Express, but I wouldn't be surprised later down the line we'll see it on Chase and a bunch of other big branch bank credit cards also in here, including debit cards. I wouldn't be surprised too, like Wells Fargo, which is quite nice. But if you like to add a new credit card, it's as easy as simply tapping the plus icon right here, allow the screen to load, and it'll walk you through pretty much the entire procedure. And it's super easy, as you can simply just tap the back end of your credit card and will automatically fill in the information for you. But you can also just go in manually if you need to. And once you're satisfied, just double tap here and you'll be able to pay. Another cool thing about Apple Pay is that it's more accepted on other websites, not just on the Apple website. You see, you can find like smaller websites like Postmarks, as an example, that also supports the Pay with Apple Pay functionality. This allows it to be more secure, but also keeps track of more information because you're only giving it the information you like it to see as soon as you complete that transaction. So it is somewhat more secure than having to create an account with them. And with the password, that could easily be cracked. This way, the transaction is as if you just swipe your card at a terminal and just tap Pay with Apple Pay. And then unlike a traditional wallet where all your cards are all mixed up, overlapping one another and stuff like that, the beauty about Apple Pay with the Apple Wallet app is by launching the Apple Wallet app, it's super easy to rearrange all your credit cards because your most used card will by default be put all the way down to the very bottom. So if you like to rearrange like another credit card, as an example, you could just drop it and that'll be the default card. So now whenever you double tap the power button on your phone, that'll be the default card all the time. And you can always swipe down and all your other organized cards you made and rearranged in the past will always stay right there, including your ID. So if you like to add like your ID, tap the plus right here and you'll see a list of cards you can also add, like the debit card, transit card, driver license / passport, or you can create a new card from scratch, which I'll highlight that in a little bit. And you also have the ability to add another Apple account or pay later options right here. But if you select driver's ID and ID card, you'll see the supported states that support this, including Japan, which is kind of cool. But on top right here where it says digital ID, this is where you'll scan your passport. So you can also import your passport right here on your iPhone. But now let's say, for example, you have a membership card for like a gym or a membership card to like Sam's Club or something like that, and you don't have the Costco app or something like that, you just want to make a backup. If you select create a pass and continue on the create a pass, from here, you could take any barcode. I'm just going to use this product real quick and just capture the barcode. And it'll take you to this page. In here, you can tap edit the card. You can change the icon to something else like work, audio painting, a camera, maybe it's a press pads, music. You could change the title of the card. And you have a bunch of filled titles in here as well, where you can include like phone number. You can write down the membership card right here if you need it, as well as other information right there. And if you like to add or remove certain fields, you can always tap edit right here and you can add them or rearrange them to your personal preference. You can also change the color too with Apple selected options, including cool designs, or you can select import from photo library as well, and then just hit check mark and it'll automatically be saved on your Apple Wallet. And now if you go away to the very bottom, you'll see your cards you created right here, and you can select it. And if it's having issues, you can select a view original and you can use this to scan it, as it will keep a physical image copy of the physical card. And you can also share it with people in your contact, email, airdrop it to them as well. So it's really cool. It's very customizable in that field. And then just lock your device, double tap the power button, and you can just bring up that membership card like so. Now the beauty about paying with the Apple Wallet app is that it keeps track of all your orders right here. This little package icon, this allows you to go back and see some of your past orders. But not only that, it will see what orders are pending shipping and what orders are currently shipped out with the tracking information. If you select on the tracking information, it will take you directly to the website where you can monitor the shipping status from here. It will also send you notifications too on the Apple Wallet app, all automatically, and it's a nice tool. Even my Amazon order sometimes pops up on here. Now, if you're doing recurrent payments for like subscription services, Netflix and such, you can monitor all this on the Apple Wallet app. Now, currently it's only available on the Apple credit card, but earlier on the beta for iOS 27, I did have this tool available on my other credit cards, and it was able to be found right here by tapping these little dots. You'll see it right here. Right now, Apple removed it again. Like I said, they're probably going to re-add it later on down the line. But if you select the Apple credit card, if you go on these little dots right here, you'll see something that says recurrent. This will monitor all your recurrent payment subscriptions you made. So I have my Apple subscriptions as well as my Adobe Photoshop right here. And I can monitor all the payments from here, as well as go back on some older transactions I made. So a nice feature that doesn't require a service subscription like other third-party apps that do this all for you on your behalf. Apple does this and it's automatic without a subscription fee. Now, real quick, folks, if you've been enjoying this video so far, like to support the channel. If you can, kindly hit that like button. That really does help out the channel, as that allows the channel to be powered by you guys, the viewers, which is why you won't see sponsorship segments in my videos taking like a minute or two off your time for like a VPN or a robot vacuum you really don't need. Thanks to you guys, we don't have to rely on brands, all because you support the channel by just hitting a like button and like. So that really does help out the channel. It makes everybody else's viewing experience easy. So massive thank you to those that took the time on hitting a like button. Really does mean a lot. Let's carry on. Now, when it comes to making transactions, you're buying something from a third party or seller on the streets. It could be goods, foods, you know. If you're trying to send money without having to have other Venmo apps or something like that installed on your phone, thanks to Apple Tap to pay, you do not need to have that person's information like you would with like Venmo as an example. Because to send money with Apple Wallet is super easy. Just launch the wallet app, and then the card you'll be looking for, as long as you have it linked to your bank account, is the Apple Cash card. In here, you can select send or request, and the contact information will pop up, or you can select the tap to cash. And from here, just enter the amount, tap continue, and then just scan with Face ID to confirm. And then this animation will pop up, and you simply just tap your phone with the other iPhone, or iPhone to Apple Wallet, or iPhone to Apple smartwatch, and it will automatically just complete the transaction without having to exchange contact information. So keeping both parties' information private. It's a nice, powerful tool. All free to use. You just need to have it linked to your banking. It's a free service. And if you like to send the funds to your bank, you tap these little dots right here and just select transfer to bank. Super easy to use. Very awesome. Another cool, powerful tool, and this is found on iOS 27 now, is the ability to split the bill when it comes to eating out or other transactions, as an example. You'll find this new tool in the message app on your phone, and then just bring up that contact information, and you tap the plus right here on the message. It only works with iPhones with Apple Cash set up. Select Apple Cash, and this pop-up screen will pop up. You can either send the current right here or select split bill. When split bill is selected, all you got to do is just scan the receipt. I'm just using the example I found online. Take a photo, and your phone will automatically scan the receipt and break down the grand total. And you'll see the options right down here where you could request the money or pay your shares. And from here, you can claim the items that you ate, items that you didn't eat. So you can just remove it like so. Include tip, 20%. It'll automatically give you the total rate here. But now if I go back real quick and go ahead and try it again, but this time hit request, I can also split evenly for a party of 2 or more right here and pay on their behalf. A nice, powerful tool. Definitely is something I'm looking forward to when iOS 27 gets released. And then now it's 2026. I've been noticing there's more and more retail stores finally accepting tap to pay with the Apple Wallet app. Home Depot was one of the last ones that I wasn't expecting to see, but now it's available. The only one that's not available is Walmart, but nonetheless, it's good to see that even in 2026, Apple Pay is now more and more accepted than ever before. And knowing these cool features makes it even easier now to replace your physical wallet. Because if someone steals your physical wallet, you need to make sure you're on top of that. Most of the time, it's too late. By the time you realize your wallet or your card is missing, somebody already went on a rampage and went on a shopping spree before you were able to lock your credit card. Where with your iPhone, it's password locked, it's encrypted, and you also have the ability to use the Find My tracking capability, as well as remote erase data if you need to. So you can send this information to law enforcement, but nonetheless, it's a lot more difficult to steal a credit card from an iPhone than it is on the wallet itself. Other than that, there you guys have it. That is all the cool things the Apple Wallet can do. If you guys like to watch more, maybe like to check out some cool apps on the CarPlay side of things, where I compare 3 titans, Waze, Google Maps, as well as Apple Maps, and give you a brief breakdown on which map navigation app for CarPlay is better and loaded with more features. I do a whole breakdown in this video over there. So feel free to watch that video over there to find out which one really is the best one for you. Anyways, thank you so much for watching.